Hello my dear students, welcome to Gnan Manjari Vidyapeeth. I am Shivang Goswami welcoming all of you to our Gnan Manjari Vidyapeeth online learning platform. This online learning platform is focusing about your board exam and make sure that during this lockdown period your study can't be stopped. Now in this lecture we are going to study about standard 12 commerce English medium and subject is statistics. Chapter 1 lecture 1 index number. If you have any query regarding this lecture or online study, you may contact in my mail ID which mentioned in this slide shiv9048602@gmail.com, or you can inquire on my mobile number 9427912722. So let we start. Hello dear students, I am Shivang Goswami. Welcome to Gnan Manjari Vidyapeeth Moa. As we all know that due to coronavirus global disease, our lecture and school will not start as their timetable. But we all know that a standard 12 is very much important for all of us. So our school has decided to take online lecture which you can help your study as well as your bright future. So first I have to inform you that you have to follow our schedule and our lecture regularly, and a homework which given by any faculty, you have to must complete your homework and submit your homework. So if you do not follow our rules or our schedule, so this video lecture can't help you for further studies. So let me start our first chapter of standard 12 statistics index number. First, what is index number? You know what is number, but what is index number? So let we start. In this chapter we have to study index number as well as a method of finding index number and base year. These two important things is very important in this chapter. First index number, second one is base year. So first of all we study definition of index number. So a number showing the variation in price or value. Clear? A number showing the variation in price or value. This is very clear. Compared with the price or value at some specified earlier time, which we know as a base year. Specified earlier time means base year. So a variation in price related to other year. We have to compare a 2 year 2015 and 2016. If any object A has a price in 2015 24 rupees and in 2016 30 rupees. So change in price which in any unit like rupees, in rupees. So in 2015 object A has price 24 rupees and object A have price in 2016 is 30 rupees. So change in price compared to 2015 in 2016 is 6 rupees. It is clear? So we have to compare a price or a value related to or any compared to any other specified earlier time which we know as a base year. So here base year is 2015 and our current year is 2016. So in this chapter, one base year and second is index number. We have to find these two quantities in very detail. Now if any object B has a price in 2015 40 rupees and in 2016 price 46 rupees. So different or variation in price compared to 2015 in 2016 is also same at here 6 rupees. So change in price are same, but we know that index number and here base year price is not same, so this both quantity are not same. So we have to find this ratio to compare these quantities. We don't have compare this both quantities or this both year price in simplified differential method. So now these are two methods to compare variable. We have two methods to compare any variable or any price related to their responsible year. First, simple method. In simple method, we just compare these two price. 30 minus 24 which we have give 6 rupees. Here also 46 minus 40, we have 6 rupees. So this method is called as a simple method of comparison. Other method is relative method of comparison. In relative method, we have to do a ratio of both your price. We have to ratio. So first, for a element A or any object A, we have to find out a ratio of 16 to 2015. So we have relative method, ratio is 30 divided by 24, and the 30 divided by 24 we have answer 1.25. So here variation in price as compared to ratio is 1.25 for element or object A. Same way for object B, ratio is 46 divided by 40. 46 divided by 40, which we have answer 1.15. So now we have not same answer. At there answer is same, but here answer is different. So this is the main difference between this both method. Here we just subtract 1 year rupees to another year rupees. Here we have ratio, and now we realize that this both method are not same but different. Here answer is same, 6 rupees and 6 rupees, but we know that a base year price is not same. So this difference is same, but a change in both variables are not same, and here we get the final answer. For object A, answer is 1.25. For object B, answer is 1.15. So here we have first time clear notice that just subtraction method is not useful, but we have to do this ratio method. So relative method is very important in this chapter. Relative method just give our appropriate or accurate answer for comparison of both variables. So now we have to study about price index number. What is price index number? So price index number is basically average. Average in respect to 100. In respect to 100 for both object. For first object we have answer 1.25. For other object we have answer 1.15. But if we get average of this both element, so we have answer I. Price index number denoted as a I. 30 divided by 24 we have answer 1.25, plus 46 divided by 40 we have answer 1.15. So 1.25 plus 1.15 divided by 2 into 100, and this is our answer for price index number, which denoted as a I. So 1.25 plus 1.15 divided by 2, we have answer 2.40. 1.25 plus 1.15, 2.40 divided by 2 into 100 is equals to 2.40 divided by 2, we have answer 1.20, into 100 is equals to 120, and 120 is our price index number. So now we are going to study about feature of index number, which is important to mention a index number and their benefits. The following are the main features of index number. Index numbers are special type of average, which we can study earlier. Index number are a very special type of average, whereas mean, median and mode measure the absolute change and are to compare only those series which are expressed in the same unit. The technique of index number is used to measure the relative change in the level of a phenomenon where the measurement of absolute change is not possible and the series are expressed in different type and different item. So index number mainly used to study or compare different kind of quantities or different kind of numbers in one same common area. This is very simplified meaning of index number. After that, the second feature of index number is index number are meant to study the change in effect of such factor which cannot be measured directly. Some factor which are not measured by directly, these features or this factor are measured with the help of index number. For example, the general price level in is an imaginary concept and is not applicable capable of direct measurement, but through the technique of index number it is possible to have an idea of relative change in general level of price. This is the main concept of index number, the idea of relative change in general level of price by measuring relative change in the price of price level of different commodities. This is very important. This is the most important feature of index number, to compare different commodities or different price level in same concept or common concept. After that, the third feature of index number is the technique of index numbers measure change in one variable or group of related variables. For example, one variable can be the price of wheat and the group of variable can be price of sugar, the price of milk and price of rice, etc, etc. After that, the fourth and important feature of index number is the technique of index number is used to compare the level of phenomenon on a certain date with its level on some previous date. For example, a price related to 2016 as compared to 2015. This is very important. For example, the price level in 1980 as compared to that in 1960 taken as a base year. The second most important thing in this chapter is base year. Selection of base year is very important in further examples. Or the level of phenomenon at different places on the same date, like the price level in India in 1980 is comparison to other countries in 1980. So these are the four very important feature of index number. So next question regarding index number is what is the characteristics of index number? Characteristics are very important to mention or study any quantities like index number. So first characteristics of index number is expressed in number. Index number are expressed in term of number to show the extent of relative change in price, output, consumption, etc. So this is the very important. Index number are compulsory to show or expressed in a number. After that, the second one is expressed as a percentage. We mentioned earlier index number are mainly to show a percentage or reference to 100. So index number are expressed in term of percentage to show extent of relative change in price, output, consumption, etc. The sign percentage are not used. This is very important. Show in percentage or expressed in percentage, but sign of percentage is not used. After that, third characteristics measure relative change. This is the very important feature of index number. Index number measure the relative change in the value of variable or a group or related variable over a period of time or between places, which we study earlier. Over a period of time compared to 1916 to 1918 or 1918 to 1960. Otherwise, are different places like in India 1980 and in America 1980. So relative change measure is the very important characteristic of our index number. After that, measure change which are not directly measurable. This is the main advantage of index number. Measure the change which are not directly measurable. Index number measure changes which are not directly measurable. The cost of living, The price level or business activity in a country are not directly measurable, but it is possible to study relative change in this activity by measuring the change in the value or of a variable or factor which affect this activity. This is very important. After that, express on a average. This is also important, expressed in a average. Index number present the change on an average basis. These are generally used to express the change in a group of variables and not of particular variable or commodity. If the price of some commodities are increasing, they may be at constant level, but on average, what other is the change in price of group of item will be represented by index number. Index number is special type of average. This is very important. Index number are special type of average. Average is accurate, and so index number are accurate. After that, they are specified average. Index number represents special cases of average, as in case of weighted average or simple average or mean, median, etc., etc. They have universal utility. This is very important. And last characteristics, they has universal utility. Generally, index number are used to measure the change in price in the group of item, but the change in quantity are agriculture production, industrial production, imports or export can also be measured through index number. This is very important. So these are the main characteristics of index number. Now let we start further study. So after studying the feature and characteristics of index numbers, now we are going to study about advantages of index number. So first advantage of index number is used for the measurement of change in the price level or the value of money. In index number help to measure the quantitative change in variable by comparing the data of current year with the data of base year. So in index number mainly we are compare two different year or places regarding their base year or base place. Hence, the index number can be used to know the impact of the change in the value of money on different section of the society due to different policies. Thus, we can prepare an index number of wages, import, export, industrial production, unemployment, profit, area under cultivation, enrollment in college, etc. After that, the second advantage of index number is used for comparing data. We can compare with the help of index number economic condition of the class of a people at two different time period. This is very important. After that, gives the knowledge of the exact change in standard of living. Change in standard living measured by the index number. So how index number help to find a measure of standard of living? It help to measure standard of living by comparing the cost of living and price level. So the exact living standard of people can be known. Income may increase, but if the index number show a decrease in value in money, then there is a decrease in living standard. So index number is useful to find out the level of standard or level of living standard. After that, the fourth advantage is help in measurement of inflation rate. Index number help to know the inflation rate by measuring price level and value of money between two period. It helps central bank in deciding credit policy. So inflation rate are mainly measured with the help of index number. After that, help in adjustment in salaries and allowance and mainly wages. Index number help to determine the wages and allowance of employees. Adjustment in the wages and salaries are made according to the cost of living. Cost of living index number is useful to guide to the government and private expertise enterprise to make necessary adjustment in salary and allowance of worker. The extent of dearness allow is decided by cost of living index. So Mainly index number are useful to determine our wages or our salaries or allowances of employees. It is useful to business community. This is very much important. Index number is very useful in planning and decision making process of business firm. After that, the last advantage, it's provide information regarding to foreign trade. Foreign trade or export import is very much important to any economy. It is used to compare import and export of two different periods. So it provide key information about the volume of foreign trade. Index of export and import provide useful information regarding to foreign trade, using which government can decide EXIM policy. EXIM policy means export import policy. EX for export, IM for import. So we after we study about feature characteristics and advantages, now last topic regarding index number theory is limitation of index number. So first limitation is not completely true. Index number not fully true because they are simply rough indication or approximation of the relative change. They cannot be taken as infallible guidance. Their data are open to question and they lead to different interpretation. The index number simply indicate arithmetic tendency of the temporal change in variable. The choice of representation or representative commodities may load the fallacious conclusion as they base on a sample. If there are error in the choice of base period or weight etc., then result is not reliable. After that, second limitation is international comparison is not possible. We just do interrelation comparison, but it's not truly it's very difficult. International comparison are difficult if not impossible on account of different bases, different set of commodities or difference in their quantity or quality. Hence index number do not help international comparison. After that, difference of time. This is very much important. Comparison between difference time are is not easy. Over a long period, some popular commodities are replaced by other or consumption habit of people got changed. Entirely new type of commodities come to figure in. With the passage of time, it is difficult to make comparison of index number. Thus, comparison of changes in variable over a long period of time are not reliable. After that, limited use. This is very much important. The use of index number are specified or very limited. If index number are prepared with certain specific objective, if they are used for another purpose, they may lead to wrong conclusion. Index number measure only change in the selection of price level for another section. An entirely different set of commodities will have to selected different people use a different thing and hold different assets. This is very much important. All people, all commodities, all states, all countries have different policy and different living standard as well as different choices. So there are very difficult to certain objective are covered. Therefore, the different classes of people are affected differently by given change in price. This is very much important. Hence, the same index number cannot be through light on the effect of price changes on all section of society. Thus, they may useful for one purpose but not for other. And last is lack of retail price index number. Most of the index number are prepared on the basis of wholesale price, but in real life retail price are most relevant, but it is difficult to collect retail price. So these are the main limitations of index numbers. So let me start our first example. In first example we have some year 2005 to 2013 and we have price of wheat per quintal per year. We have in 2005 price 1650, Now 2006 1690, 2007 1730. Comparatively increasing order, we have price of week. After that in 2008 1750, 2009 1810, 2010 1850, 2011 1870, 2012 we have 1900 and 2013 we have 1950. So comparatively in increasing order we have all these prices. We want to know a price of index number of price, or we can say it price index number for year 2013 as compared to 2005. So first basic simple equation is index number is equals to P1 upon P0 into 100. This equation is very useful for this example, and only this equation is useful. First, we have P1 upon PO. For price year 2005, we have just one price 1650. So P1 is equals to 1650 divided by 1650 into 100, and we have answer 100. It is very clear. 1650 divided by 1650 into 100, answer is 100. So 100 is price index number for 2005 related to 2005. So we all know that any year related to that year price index number is 100. After that, for year 2006 we have to ratio of this two, 1690 divided by 1650, P1 upon P0. So 1690 divided by 1650 into 100. So in calculator we have ratio 1690 divided by 1650 is equals to 1.0242, and into 100, so answer is 102.42. So price index number for year 2006 compared to 2005 is 102.42. This is clear. After that we have to find price index number for year 2007. So we have to ratio these quantities. So now 1730 divided by PO. PO is same for all year 1650. So 1730 divided by 1650 and into 100. So in calculator we have answer 1730 divided by 1650 is equals to into 100 is equals to 104.85. 104.85. After that for year 2008 1750 divided by PO is same 1650. So into 100, so answer is 106.06. In textbook you have all this answer, and also you get this answer in your personal calculator. After that for year 2009 we have to do ratio of 1810 divided by 1650 into 100. So we get answer that 109.70. As same method for 2010 we have answer this two ratio 1850 divided by 1650 into 100, and in calculator we have answer 1850 divided by 1650 is equals to 112.12. So 112.12 is a price index number for year 2010 compared to 2005. After that for 2011 year 2011 we have to do ratio of 1817 divided by 1650 into 100, and we get answer that 113.33. Same method, price index ratio for 2012 and 2030. So we have to do a ratio of 19,000 divided by 1900 divided by 1650 into 100, and we get answer 115.50. And last, for year 2013, 1950 divided by 1650 into 100. So the answer is 118.18. So now just analyze this question. What is this 118.18? This is the answer, or this is the price index number for year 2013 as compared to year 2005. This is clear. Once again, 118.18 is a price index number for 2013, year 2013 compared to year 2005. So this is the main thing. Here we have all year answer as compared to year 2005. The equation we have to know P1 upon PO into 100. Base year is first year, which means PO. PO is a price for year base year for year 2005. So this is our first example. Answer is 118.18, which means increase in price as compared to 2005 in 2013 is 18.18%. 18.18%. This is the answer. And at last, today's homework is two question, one related to theory and other related to example. In theory question we have four question. First, definition, features, advantages and disadvantages of index number. So these are the four questions. First is give definition of index number, second is give feature of index number, third one is give advantages of index number, fourth one is give disadvantages of index number, and first question is held 1 mark and other all held 2 marks, and after that 2 marks example 1. So best of luck. Hope you guys enjoy this lecture. Thanks for watching. Jai Hind.